Hey guys, I'm going to show you a quick look using these three colors, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to use this one brush and we're going to use the shorter side to apply and then the larger side to blend, which is the blend in. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the purple. This is called As If, and I'm just going to dab it, and I've already primed my lids. I actually used Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion here, and that works great. It allows the pigment to show up a lot better, and so here we go. Let's give it a try. I've never done this before. I saw another makeup artist do it and I was like, hey, that's a really cool idea. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw like a little line on the end because we're doing dark on the ends. So I'm just going to draw a little line on each end and kind of make it a little thick, and we're going to go right above the crease of the eye, so right above where the eye folds. All right, next we're going to take this middle color, a little lighter color, and this is called Trust. It's a darker brown, but it's still a little lighter than As If, which is the purple with the shimmer that I just applied. So now we're going to put the brown line there, brown line on this side, right in the center, going above the crease. Okay, now next we're gonna take this color Unicorn. It's a white shimmer, and we're gonna do the same thing on the inner part of the eye, one line. That one we're not gonna go as high. We're gonna keep that one below the crease this time. Can you see that? All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this other side of the brush, the larger end of the brush, which is the blend side, and we're going to blend starting with the outer edge in small circular motions. Oh my, Lola, she's getting her nap on. Right now you can hear her snoring. And we're going to swirl it together, starting with that darker end, going to the lighter, and then blending with the lightest on the inner corner. Okay, so that honestly didn't turn out very good, did it? So I think, having tried this hack, I don't think that the lines that you're putting on should be so narrow. I mean, it still blends well, and I think it would blend a little better if you weren't using the primer. Just what I think. I mean, you really got to blend this out to not show the line, you know, right there. But what you can do, okay, sorry about that, I had a phone call. So basically what I would do, since this didn't blend perfectly, and I did use that primer, so everything's wanting to stay right there where I placed it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go in, since this is in that middle area, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Trust, which is that brown. I'm just gonna tap it with the blend side, and I'm just gonna go in and lightly tap that center of the lid, and that way it kind of blends everything right together. And if you want, you can even take that As If color with the blend side as well, lightly tap it, and just tap that into the corner. So essentially when you're doing shadow, I mean, you can use multiple colors, but a quick and easy method is always just to take that outer side, make that the darkest color, that middle area of the lid a lighter color, and then the lightest color being on the inner corner of the lid, and then just blending them together. A lot of people make the mistake of taking the brush and just blending everything together, and that's essentially not what you want to do, because it's going to make it look muddy and it's not going to give you that individual color around the lid. So what you want to do is you want to take this outer color, blend it in a light circular motion, and if you want a really light blend, you're going to hold the brush out a little bit. And if you want to really blend, you know, you really want to get in there, you hold the, you just got a little stern, a little, you know, more grasp on it. But I like to grab the middle to a longer side of the brush and just kind of go in and blend it, and then place that center color, blend that in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color Unicorn, the white, and I'm just going to place that there. Just going to basically make everything pop, and you're going to see the color differences a little better. So that looks much better just looking at it overall versus the hack method, which I saw online, which was this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out the look. And if you have any questions, post below. Right now is just getting these colors connected, you know, and I believe that, you know, this was meant to be a simple hack, but it's just not really working for me. Anyway, maybe it would for someone else using a different kind of primer or no primer at all. But in this case, not the easiest hack, but it does show you where to place the colors. So it does show you, you know, start out with a darker color on the end, put a, you know, a medium color in the center, and then end with the brighter, lighter color. I'm gonna go back in, same thing I did on the other side with As If. I'm just gonna start with that darker color. I'm gonna tap it on the edge, just making it to where it's gonna show up, it's gonna have more pigment, it's gonna have that change of color. So we're blending that second color, Trust, in the center. Just slightly dabbing. And then we can go in with that lighter color, White and Bright, which is called Unicorn. Tap that. And there we go. So that looks good, right? So basically all we're doing is 3 colors, and then, excuse me, if you want to finish off with a color up here, a shimmer or whatnot, I already have Glamazing Illuminator on my face. So I'm just going to go in to make it easy. Sometimes I use the illuminators on the brow bone. And in this case, just to keep it simple with 4 colors only, not adding in a 5th color, I'm just going to tap that illuminator. I'll give it a little pop on the brow bone. Same on the other side. A little pop there. And then if you want, you can add a little bit into the center of the lid as well, just to give it a little extra pow, I guess you could say. And then if you want, you can take that and kind of just brush it up. So it kind of blends with that color Unicorn that we put on the center. And that's it. And then what I typically do, just to finish off the look, obviously I need to put on some mascara. I'm going to use the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift today. And so this basically is $8 or $9 at CVS, Walgreens, and it works pretty good. It's one of my new favorites. I really do still love the tube mascara, but I grabbed this on a whim the other day just because I needed some and I didn't want to take the time to order and wait for it to ship. So just filling it in. I like to put on my mascara after eyeshadow, because if you put on mascara before eyeshadow, it's actually going to, you're going to wipe a lot of that mascara off. A lot of it's going to fall off. And I'm still using the Lash Growth Serum. And I did look this up because my lashes have gotten significantly shorter, and I've kind of lost a little bit of lash in certain areas. And what it says basically is there's a fallout process, just like your hair. And there will be times where you lose, you know, your lashes. It's just a natural part of the growing process. And so essentially you keep using that serum and it's going to grow back nice and full and just as it was before. So I'm just kind of in that transition period at the moment with the lashes. So they're not looking quite as long today as they did weeks ago, or a week ago, I guess. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and add a little at the bottom. Sorry, I'm not looking directly at the camera. It's harder to see. Just, good job, Stace. And So if that ever happens to y'all, don't wipe it right away. Let it dry, and then it won't smear all over the place. I usually use a Q-tip for that. I don't have one on me right now at the moment, so I'm just gonna use a brush and hope that works. All right. Okay, and we're finished. No, just kidding. I typically use a brush like this to kind of swipe off anything, so let's see if that, no, that's not gonna work. I guess I'll just use my finger since I don't have my Q-tip, and I can go back in there with my 3D foundation and touch that up. Okay, so to finish off the look, because I've already put on 3D foundation, to finish it off, I'm just gonna grab the powder brush. I love this for placing powder on the areas that tend to get oily because I do have combination skin. So I'm gonna take my compact here that has all my colors. My second layer has my powder, so I'm gonna go in there with the light end of the brush, and I'm just gonna grab that vanilla dust, which is our setting powder, and I'm just gonna tap it. Not swiping, but tapping. I've already used my perfector sponge to get out all of the excess makeup. And I'm just gonna place that on the areas to give it that matte finish. Not all over the face, you can certainly do that, but just in those areas where I use the brightening highlight color. And that's it. So it just gives it a much more polished, less greasy look, which I love. And if you do have wrinkles under the eyes, I do suggest kind of avoiding that area with the powder and just going below it. And because that will accentuate the wrinkles, which we don't want. So, so anyway, that's it today. If you'd like to see something specific from me, please let me know. I am going to come in here. I'm going to try to come in here tomorrow and show you how I use all of my brushes and where I use them. So if there's anything you'd like to see from me specifically, please let me know, and I'll be back in tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.